What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are going to talk about Rian Johnson, because Rian Johnson doesn't understand Star Wars. He also doesn't understand Gamergate. And it's painfully obvious that he doesn't understand Gamergate, and I think it's pretty hilarious. So yesterday on Twitter, Rian Johnson was having a conversation with someone that has me blocked, someone that's had me blocked for a while now. And this person that he was having a conversation with is someone that wrote an article, and they mentioned me about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I made a video calling them out on their bullshit, and I provided actual facts and data to expose them on the lie they were telling. Then they went back and edited the article to change it, but they never acknowledged that they lied about me. They just changed it really quick, sweep it under the rug, act like it doesn't exist. And these are the type of people that Rian Johnson is interacting with. Kind of falls right into the Gamergate stuff a little bit, and it's so funny. So anyway, yesterday on Twitter, he's having a conversation with Swank Motion, or Motron, and I don't know what they were talking about because, like I said, I can't see the conversation, what led to this. But Rian Johnson says, "I'm always amazed at how few people know about Gamergate. It's not only the key to understanding so many violent harassment campaigns going on today, it's lots of the same people angry about the same stuff using the same playbook." Then a lot of people were like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then he responds, and this is funny. This is hilarious. He then responds and he says, "I'm always surprised by the blank looks I get when it comes up. I think it was covered heavily in a very niche corner of the media." Rian, they're looking at you with those blank looks because you don't know what you're talking about, and they're just kind of like, "Wait, what? What? Do you not understand what happened?" And then when people continue to try and reach out to him and tell him, like, "Bro, you don't know what you're talking about," he just ignores them or backpedals and doesn't want to have a conversation. And his last tweet was, "I appreciate the civil engagement, but I don't want to be I don't want to spend my afternoon debating the origins of Gamergate. It sounds like we agree that it ended up in a toxic place, even if we disagree on how it got there. Oh, poor toxic place for Rian Johnson." Rian, listen, okay, Gamergate was very simple, and I'm not an expert on everything. I didn't follow it to the point of someone like Mundane Matt, who I'll talk about here in a minute, but it's pretty simple. The gaming journalists were busted. They were busted for being very corrupt. And the more people started peeling the layers of the onion back, the uglier it got. It got really bad. It was really bad. And a lot of gaming journalists were exposed. And once the gaming community found out about a lot of this stuff, they started getting really mad. And they decided, "We want to hold you to a higher standard. You're the gaming journalist, and we're not happy, and we're going to speak out about it." And instead of the journalists owning the facts that they were exposed, because there are facts all over the place, instead of owning that, they decided, "No, it's just a bunch of racist white men." That's exactly how they handled it. It's all just a bunch of racist white men, and we're going to paint the entire gaming community with this broad brush, much like they're doing with Star Wars right now. And then you had a lot of people that were not white and were not males releasing footage of themselves going, "I'm not a white male, and I'm fed up with what's going on." And they just completely ignore those people. Same exact thing that's going on with Star Wars right now. And so Rian Johnson is basically showing that they're setting up for a Gamergate-style attack on the Star Wars fans. It's been going on for a while from Lucasfilm, and now it looks like the media is probably going to be on a full assault on Star Wars fans to paint us to be nothing more than racist white males, and which they've already been doing that to an extent, but I guess they're going to ramp it up because now they know how bad they're losing. It's crazy. But someone that's far more versed on Gamergate than myself is Matt Jarbo, Mundane Matt. And Mundane Matt and I had our little difference a while back. I like Matt. I like Matt's channel. I definitely enjoy watching his $3 theater. I wish Matt nothing but the best. I have nothing against him. And whatever it is between us and his issue with me, I don't have anything personal against Matt. I like Matt. But Matt's very, very versed in the Gamergate situation. And Matt responded to Rian Johnson and said, Ryan, if you would ever like to talk about Gamergate, what it was, where it started, and the real story, then I'm game. I was there at the beginning, and I can offer a lot of insight as to the truth of it all. If you are willing to talk, let me know. And of course, right on cue, Anita Sarkeesian shows up and screenshots Matt Jarbo's tweet and starts going after him, calling him a misogynist and all these other things. No, Matt's not a misogynist. But look, if Anita Sarkeesian calls you anything, you can just expect it's the complete opposite of whatever she says. But whatever about her. Rian Johnson, the man just doesn't get it. And remember, I want you to remember this, kids. Remember this. Okay, Kathleen Kennedy handed this man a trilogy. Disney signed off on this man getting a Star Wars trilogy. This man, he will not accept that he has destroyed Star Wars. He has all but killed Star Wars. And instead of just maybe not owning it, because no, I don't think he needs to publicly come out and say, yo guys, I totally effed everything up. That's not realistic. I deal in realistic things here. It's not realistic that Rian Johnson or any director would actually publicly come out and say, I really screwed everything up and I'm so sorry. That's not really what reality is about. Reality is take a step back, Ryan. Quit taking shots at the fans. Quit calling them man babies. Quit making excuses. Quit fighting with people. Quit throwing all this virtue signaling out there. Quit saying you need less white males in Star Wars when you are a white male in Star Wars. Maybe just take a step back from Twitter. Something I'm thinking about doing, to be honest with you. And just go do your thing, bro. But the more you talk, the worse you make it. You have already done bad enough with The Last Jedi. But the fact that you are refusing to accept any criticism whatsoever, that's a problem. And not only will you not accept criticism, but then you continue to take shots at the people that are giving valid criticism. You destroyed Star Wars. You literally did. That doesn't mean there aren't people out there that like the movie. There are, and that's okay. You have my support if you like The Last Jedi. There's nothing wrong with liking it. But to not understand that this movie broke the franchise and the fandom, the sequel trilogy, it hurt everything that came before it, and it's hurting everything that's going to come after it. Solo failed simply because of The Last Jedi. Yes, there are other factors that played into it, but the primary reason Solo failed was because of The Last Jedi. And Rian Johnson's just, he's getting desperate now. He's getting very desperate, and it's almost pathetic and sad to watch, but if anybody deserves it, it's Rian Johnson because of the way he has treated the fans. He has been so unbelievably petty and dickish to the fan base. It blows my mind that we're still in this situation. So Rian Johnson does not understand Gamergate. I'm not the most versed person on Gamergate, and I know a lot more about it than Rian Johnson. I don't know why he's talking about it, other than the fact that he's clearly setting up to build this massive wall of excuses when he loses his trilogy. That's my guess on it right now. But if you want more information on Gamergate, you should definitely check out Monday Matt's channel or 3 Buck Theater. I'm sure he's going to be talking about this situation a little more now. That's kind of like Matt kind of got his big break on YouTube with all of this stuff. Kind of like me with Star Wars. It's kind of like Matt with Gamergate. And more power to him. That's awesome. So yeah, but this is crazy to me that we're still in this situation. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but it's going to be another interesting day on the internet. Before we go, I just want to thank everyone. Last night during our live stream, we raised, I don't have the final numbers, but I'm hoping we get near $1,000 for Shannon McRandall's GoFundMe. She Mara Jade, she's the actress and model that portrayed Mara Jade in the EU, and she's battling cancer. And so yesterday when I made the video about it, and again, I'm not taking full credit or anything like that, I want to say her secondary GoFundMe account, because she met the goal for the first one, her secondary account, I want to say it was at like $3,000, and last I checked, it's like at $6,000. So we raised a ton of money for a GoFundMe, and we raised right at 1,000 for the live stream. 100% of the live stream super chats are going to her GoFundMe. If we don't make it to 1,000, I will match that part, and I'll get us to the 1,000 mark. And I really just appreciate it. It was amazing to see the Geeks and Gamers community, the Star Wars community come together and battle this narrative that Star Wars fans are terrible. But the bigger reason we did it is because one of our own was in need, and I'm very proud of each and every one of you in this gaming community, this gamer community, the Star Wars community, the geek community, all of it. I'm just so, every part of this fandom, whether you're DC, whether you're Marvel, whether you're into Power Rangers, whatever you're into, it's there's a lot of amazing people out there, and the media continues to take a small portion of every fan base and try to paint them with this broad brush, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and we have to continue to fight this narrative every single day. So you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.